Hi everyone, I am Victoria and welcome to Victoria.zip, and in today's video you're coming along with me while I knit my zipper sweater light by PetiteKnit. I had so much fun doing the previous video about knitting the skirt jacket also by PetiteKnit that I decided to do one again. So I did try to find a different designer which wasn't PetiteKnit because I wanted to support somebody different, but the designs I found that I like, of a zipper sweater weren't really size inclusive, and that doesn't make me feel right because as a big girl, which I am not that big, seriously, I struggle a lot finding sizes, and I don't think I want to support people who do like 3 sizes only. So I came back to PetiteKnit, but I'm excited. I do like her pattern, so let's talk about what I'm going to be knitting this pattern with. I'm going to be knitting this sweater with this alpaca merino blend, which I found on a craft store close by, but it didn't have any labels, which is a recurring topic here. I don't know why, but I have this theory, maybe it's a conspiracy theory, that many brands don't label their stuff that's sold here because they sell the same yarn outside the country and they sell it like really expensive there. It's expensive because of shipping and taxes and everything else that you had to do when you export things, but I paid around $6 for 100 grams of this merino alpaca blend. And I think if I went to the States or Europe and I try to buy something like this, I will have to pay like $20 at least. So this is the yarn I'm going to be working with. You're supposed to knit this cardigan, this sweater with a 4mm needle. I'll be using a 3.5 needle because I tend to knit pretty loose, so that's my way of working out the gauge, which I made. I didn't say that I made the gauge, and that's the gauge swatch. But I have an issue, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I need to use a needle, one needle size down to do the neck, but I don't have a 2.5mm needle. I only have a 3, that's the smaller needle I have, and I am going to be working with that needle. The size I'm going to be knitting will be size L. It was the same size I knit last time and it fit me perfectly, so I'm going to go for a size L again. Some things I will mention about this pattern. This pattern goes from a size XL to a size 5XL. The knitted garment around the bust will measure from 107 centimeters to 161 centimeters. So it's a big size, I would say. It's a big range. That's what I'm wanting to say. I'm going to start by casting on this. I need to do like a Shooty Magic cast on, which I think I haven't done before, so I will go to YouTube and investigate that. And I will knit this. I was able to do my magic cast on. It was less annoying than I thought and less difficult. I think I got the hang of it quite easily, and now I need to start the neck ribbing, which is a twisted ribbing, which I also haven't done before. So today is the day of me learning new things. Well, you know how I mentioned that I just read whatever I want? Sometimes I don't read at all. I didn't read the instructions here, and you are not supposed to make a twisted rib. PetiteKnit talk about the twisted rib in one of her videos, but it was for like the original knitted sweater, not the light one. So I'm not going to do a twisted rib because that's annoying. But I did make a mistake anyways. I did 2 knitted stitches together, so I am throwing already on the first row. Okay, I just finished knitting the neck, and now I will have to like knit these 2 parts together, and well, then start the raglan. It took me around 4 days to knit this, but I think it would have been quicker if I hadn't went out for 2 days straight. And I am not going to say that I enjoy that. Like, I need a slow life. One day it would have been enough, but no, I had to go out 2 days because of life, and now I am tired. So I'm just going to stay the entire day knitting, and please, I'm not going to talk to anyone else. So the following step is knitting the stitches that were left on hold when I cast on this project, and I will have to knit them together with the stitches that I was just working on. I haven't tried that technique before, so a new thing to learn. I hope it's not difficult. I think it would take me a while to get used to it because I haven't worked with 3D needles before, but maybe it's easier than I am thinking about. I will try this right now. I didn't mention that, but I will go up a size to work on the body of a sweater. I just noticed that I dropped a stitch some rows behind, and now I have to unravel this, and it's a mess. I don't like doing this because I don't know why, but I find it so easy to drop stitches. This is not the first drop stitch that I find, and like I have worked like, I don't know, 10 stitches already. I keep dropping stitches, so I'm sure this is going to take me so long to make. I don't enjoy it. This is the back, and this is the front. I do like how it's looking at the front a lot better, but I'm not 100% happy at all. But I will leave my hair long, and I will cover the folded collar. Oh, I'm struggling so much with this. So I did it! I am happy about it. I was worried that I will get to the end and I will have like some stitches left, more than I should, and I will have to start working on this all over again. I do think that once I got the hang of it, it became a little bit easier, and I did it more quickly, or quicklier. Is that the word? I'm sorry. Is that the word? I hope is that the word. Well, I did quicklier, and yeah, it fits. I will have to start setting out all the stitches to the raglan right now. I'm happy. I love doing raglan sleeves, so yay. So guys, I think that when we left off, I was just starting working on the yoke, and right now I have done quite a few rows. As you can see, I just put a hold on the stitches for my armholes, and I will just knit on the round for the following rounds until I get to the ribbing. As you know, I had to knit like most of these rounds on flat, and then I joined a few rows back and started knitting on the round, And you know, when I knit flat, my pearls are not the best. I did try to make them as even as I could, but they are not the best. Maybe if you look at from the back side, well, I don't know, you can notice, but you can trust my word, they don't look really nice. I did try working with Norwegian pearl instead of continental purling, but it wasn't good. I don't have enough experience working with Norwegian pearl to improve my purling abilities, so I just stick with continental knitting because that's the technique that I'm more used to and that I'm more confident in. But I would really like to try, I don't know, another technique to see if I can improve this, because you can see that my tension does changes when I start knitting on the round. And well, I think we always need to try to improve, or at least I like to improve from project to project. So for the next time I would like to try another technique. I know that some people like use different numbers of needles when pulling, and I don't know, well, I have to look into that because I don't know exactly how it works. And maybe if you do have any tips on how to improve my purling when I have to knit flat, I would love to hear it. And if not, if you struggle with it, please let me know, and let's like do a club where we cry because we can't pull properly. And yes, I think that right now I just need to stick with this, and hopefully I won't get bored, because sometimes when I have to knit on the round too many times I get bored. But let's hope that that doesn't happen. And I'm like waiting until I have a few more rows in to try it on and to see how it fits. And when I do it, let's see each other again. So this is the first try on. This is looking amazing. I put my hair up in a clip so you can all watch how amazing the color looks. With this striped thing shirt, it looks very, very nice. I look like a rich person who is on their way to play tennis in the country club. I don't know, that's what I think rich people do in their free time. But I absolutely love how this is looking. I'm excited. I'm trying to figure out if it is really noticeable where I started to knit in the round. But I think, yeah, you can see it. Okay, I don't care. I just look fabulous. People is not going to come this close to me, and if they are close to me, I will just... Not you, I just love you guys. I should have put stoppers on this. Luckily there are not that many stitches that fell off the hook of the needle. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is nice. Well, maybe it was not the best idea to put with this, to try this on with a turtleneck, but I am extremely happy. Oh my god, this looks great. This is looking great. I think I'm going to start doing the ribbing right now, because this is okay. This is where my jeans are, and this is I think like 8 centimeters of ribbing will leave the sweater like under my tummy, right at my hip bone, so I think it will be, well, under my hip bone. Just under my hip bone. And I think it will be great, that length. And of course, once I block this, this will stretch out a little bit. But I think it will be a great length. Usually, if I need things that are a little bit too long, I end up like folding the ribbing, and well, it's not the most flattering or comfortable thing ever. And also I really like wearing skirts and dresses in winter, and I don't know, when you have to like a sweater that is too long, I don't find it that comfortable. So I will probably, yes, just like finish this row and start with the ribbing. I will do the ribbing on 3.5mm needles because that's the smaller needle I have. Oh no, 3mm needles. Oh, I need to grab my other set of interchangeable needles because these won't work. Oh, I like this set. I'm sad that I don't have 3mm needles on this. But anyways, that's my plan. I'm excited by how this thing is looking. It has taken me longer than I expected. Maybe it's because it's plain stockinette and, well, I'm knitting this in 3.5. The gauge is quite small. But I'm really excited. And once I get to the ribbing, I think everything will be faster because then I will have to do the sleeves, and the sleeves are something quick to make. I think this is my third ball of yarn. So I think I have used around 250 grams for the whole body, which I'm surprised. Like, I think this yarn is quite like light and has a lot of meters in it. I didn't pay attention to the meters that yarn has, but I think I should do that more frequently because I usually pay attention only to the grams, but I have realized that it's not the best way to measure how much yarn you need, because I think I'm going to have some yarn left after I finish this. So maybe I should start looking for a new project to knit afterwards this. But for now, this is looking amazing. I don't know why I'm dancing, but let's meet each other again when I finish the ribbing and we can try on this again. My room is currently a mess, so this is the view you're getting. I just finished working on the ribbing. I did as instructed in the pattern with some double knitting and Italian bind off. It's looking quite stretchy. Sometimes when I'm working on the Italian bind off, I tend to tighten everything too much, and at the end it's not the best. But this one is looking great. I am expecting that once I block this will grow up a little bit, because right now it's not at my favorite size, but I am trusting the process, because I think if I had done it a little bit more big, at the end it will have been too oversized, and I'm not looking for that kind of fit. But anyways, I'm really happy about how this is looking. Next steps are the sleeves. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with that, and I will let you know as soon as I have any other updates. I feel like I'm in the 19th century, like knitting, because I don't have anything else to do because there is no electricity. And all my life depends on electricity. So I casted on the sleeves, or I pick up the stitches for the sleeves, and I did it according to the pattern, and I didn't like how it looked because I was having like a big hole. I don't know which other piece that I have done with Raglan, but it did suggest picking up more stitches, and then decreasing. So that's what I did. I pick up like 3 additional stitches, then I decrease them, and well, I continue working on my knitting. Right now I'm planning to put my DPNs on. I got some DPNs. These are very cheap from Amazon. Like, there are a bunch of them, but I think they are going to work properly. I haven't worked with DPNs never before. I just watched a YouTube tutorial, so I'm gonna try doing that. I think I divided my stitches like in 3, and I'm going to work with 4 needles, because working with 5 needles, I think it will be like a little bit too much. So now I have to find the 3.5mm needles, and I will get into a new technique. Here I found the ones. Okay. So these are my DPNs. And let's get to work and let's see if I can work with them properly. I have trust in myself. I don't think this is going to be like that difficult. I watched a tutorial by Ship and Stitch where they explain how to like put your DPNs after knitting on the round. So that's the tutorial I'm using. They show 2 different methods. This is the second one. So all the DPNs are in, and now I have to grab another one and start knitting in the round. Is it called in the round also when you're knitting with DPNs? I have no idea. This is working way better than I expected, and it kind of looks like it's way more difficult than it is. So if somebody wants to try knitting with DPNs, I can say it's not as hard as it looks. Sleeve number 1 is completely done. It's looking a little bit short, a little bit tight, as well as the rest of the sweater. I am trusting on the process, and I am trusting on the gauge swatch and the blocking, and hoping that once I block this out, everything will look as it needs to look. If not, I'm going to cry. But anyways, I am about to start sleeve number 2. I hope it doesn't take me as long as this one. This one took me around a week. I've been very busy with grad school. I don't know if I told you, but I got into grad school, and well, I spent the whole weekend studying, and right now it's almost 8 o'clock at night, and I just got some free time, and I'm going to start working on sleeve number 2. So that's why I wanted to show you how this was looking, and let's meet each other when I finish sleeve number 2, or if I have something interesting to tell you. But anyways, bye bye. It's been 2 whole minutes since I finished recording the last video, and I just remembered that I didn't talk about my experience with DPNs. It was better than I thought. It was not as terrifying as it looked. My gauge is still not perfect, but I prefer it to knitting with just a magic loop. Magic loop is in crochet. This is a magic ring. Is it a magic ring? I'm not sure if you can notice, but there is like a line here and also on the other side. I think it's cutting, yes. That's where like the 2 DPNs join, and I think I was trying not to make it like, loose, and now it looks tight. But I hope that with blocking this will disappear. It's not that much, but you can see there is like a line here and a line on this side. Yes, you can see it with the light. So I hope that once I block it, this will disappear, but I have to say that I rather work with DPNs than with a magic ring. But yes, that's everything I wanted to mention, and I will do the second sleeve also with DPNs, and let's hope I do it better so these lines don't have to disappear. But I think they will disappear once I block this out. My gauge did get a lot better as I advanced with the DPNs. I think it was more uneven at the beginning, but then I got more even and perfect at the end. So I'm excited because I learned a new technique. So I finished the sweater yesterday and I wanted to show you guys how it is looking before I block it. And let's talk about what things do I want to improve once I block it. Of course, one of them is the length. It's looking quite short for my taste. I think like 3-4 centimeters more will be enough for my taste. And of course I want the sleeves to be a little bit wide, and if they can be a little bit longer, that would be better. And also if this ends up fitting baggier, I will be happier. But anyways, I think it's a great product, and once I block it, I hope it will look as good as I am expecting. But I'm really excited. It's super cute. Let's see each other once I block it, and let's talk about the final results. Oh my god, I can look at myself. I look like a ghost. What is going on with this camera? But anyway, this ghost is going to show you how the sweater is looking. So it's blocked. It took me like 4 days to block this and to get it completely dry, which was super annoying, let me tell you. But here it is, and I think everything I wanted to achieve with the blocking was achieved. So let's go over those things. This is fitting me a little bit baggier, but not super oversized, so it's a nice fit for my taste. The sleeves longer, also not as tight as before, and also the lines which were here, the lines, I think that now they are a lot smoother. I don't know if you can notice them, but I do, but they are not as noticeable as before. And I think that in this other arm it's even greater, but anyways, you can still see the lines. So some things were achieved and some things were achieved like half of them, but anyways, I'm happy with the look of it. Now I only need to put the zipper. I'm a little bit insecure about the zipper because I don't know if you can see, but I'm very bad at joining, so it's a little bit open, the fabric there. So I hope that with the zipper on this will look better. And also I'm a little bit insecure about this piece because I don't think it's long enough, and I think it's going to make things a little bit tight and maybe give a really weird shape, but I should try it. Don't get too excited, I'm not done yet. This is just a basing stage. I wanted to see how this will look and how the zipper will fit, because I was worried that the zipper will be too short but it's not, it's perfect. 1 millimeter less and it wouldn't fit, but thankfully it does. I'm happy that I decided to go for a basting stitch because now I can see that I have a problem here. I don't know if you can see it, but I think I should have sewn the facing like one row below because here is too high and now it's like bunching up all the fabric here, and it does not look perfect and it doesn't lay flat as I would love it. So now I will sew this a little bit down here and it will be perfect. And afterwards I am going to knit the zipper and I'm going to be done, and that's going to be great. But before I do the final reveal, I think I should like clean the stains that my cat left on the sweater. I hope it's easier to clean because I think it's just dirt from the ground, like mud and those things. But well, that's the life of a person who has a cat who likes to go outside all the time. The zipper sweater light by PetiteKnit, it's finally done. I saw the zipper, I weaved in all the ends and I spot cleaned the places that my cat got dirty. It's a little bit wet in some places right now, but I promise it's clean. I was telling you that I was struggling with the look of the bottom of the zipper, and I did try different techniques to make the inner facing look better, but I just couldn't do it. So which was my solution? To leave the inner facing just without sewing in the bottom. And now it's looking good. It looks flat, and that was what I was trying to achieve. On the other side, I'm not completely happy by the look of the zipper. It's not looking as flat as I wanted. It's just kind of bumpy in some places, but I'm not sure if it was because the zipper is too sturdy or because the fabric that I knitted ended up being thinner than I was expecting. But anyways, I think that in some days I will be happy with this sweater and with the look of it. So this video has come to an end. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments, give me a like and subscribe to this channel. I plan on keep doing this kind of videos because they are really fun to me and they keep me engaged with my knitting in a different way. So I really love doing them. And yeah, that was everything I wanted to say. I hope you all have a great time, and until the next time, adios!